Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Children, this is our science class, and today we will continue our first unit, the five senses. Previously, we have learned about eye and the ear. Now, our next sense organ of smell is nose. Think what it would be like to never smell the yummy food or the smell of lovely flowers in the garden. How do we smell of these smells? And many more. Of course, we smell all these with our nose. Let's learn something interesting about our nose. The nose is built to smell and to moisten and filter the air we breathe. It means our nose does two jobs. One is to smell and other to filter the air we breathe. As we breathe in, the air enters through our nostrils. What are the nostrils? These are the nostrils. Look, the two holes in your nose. Two nostrils, which contains little hair called cilia. These are cilia. Look here. Inside the nostrils, there are small hair, which we call them cilia. The cilia filter all kinds of things trying to enter our nose and stop them from going into our lungs. The air which we breathe in from our nostrils goes into the lungs for the respiratory system, for the breathing system. So these cilia filter the air. It means it stops the small particles of dirt and dust for entering into our lungs. Let's move how we smell now. What makes us smell is something that is too small to see with our eyes alone. It is too small even to be seen with a microscope. What we are smelling are the very small particles or small things that we cannot see them with our eyes and even with a special device which is called microscope. What you smell are tiny things called odor particles. Millions of them are floating around waiting to be sniffed by our nose. At one time, you can smell many types of smells which are around you. Look here in this picture. You can smell flowers. Sometimes when something is being cooked in the kitchen, then you can smell at the out of the kitchen, you can smell the smell of yummy foods. So these are the odor particles which are floating around us to be sniffed. And by sniffing these odor particles, we can recognize which type of smell is this. Now, in the nostrils, the odor particles are recognized by special structures. These then send signals or messages to the brain. The brain recognizes different smells such as sweet smelling flowers, food being cooked, or something burning. Your brain tells you about the types of smell. Understand? It's an easy organ to understand about the nose, how we smell, and how our brain tells us about different types of smells. Okay, now here is the question answers from your exercise about the nose. Question number 5, do all things give off a smell? No, there are some things that do not give off a smell. Why are there fine hairs in the nostrils? There are fine hairs in the nostrils to filter the air we breathe. What happens to your sense of smell when you have a cold? You have a cold means when you have a flu, then what happened to your sense of smell? When we have a cold, our nose is blocked and our sense of smell becomes weak. That's why we cannot smell properly. Question 8. In what ways is the sense of smell useful? The sense of smell is useful to recognize sweet smelling flowers and burning things. Understand about the nose? Let's move to the next organ. This is our organ of taste, means tongue. We are able to taste food with the help of the tongue, which is a fleshy muscle in the mouth. As you can see in this picture, this is the tongue. If you look at your tongue in the mirror, you will see that it is not very smooth. Look here, this tongue is not smooth, not plain. It is covered with very tiny bumps. It also contains thousands of tiny taste buds. This is not smooth. There are small bumps on the tongue of human body. Taste buds which are found in special areas on the tongue. It means our taste buds, different kinds of taste we are having, then there are the special areas. The tongue not only helps us to taste our food, it also helps us to talk. It means again the tongue also performs two types of job. One is to taste the different foods and another helps us to talk. Now let's move how we taste the food that we put into our mouth. Suppose we put something in our mouth, touches the taste buds. Here everywhere is the taste bud. Look, this part, if you are putting something sweet, then this part will tell you that the thing is sweet. It's here, this part, the side part. You can see here the name and understand from here salty. Here are the taste buds which tell you the thing is salty. More go inside at the end part here. This is green part. Sour, the things which are sour. This area will tell you. And the last part here like this, it will tell you if the food is bitter. The taste buds send a message to our brain. Taste buds here send the message to brain. Every organ of our body sends message to our brain. And then what happened? The brain then tells us what flavors we are eating. Just like brain informs us about everything, what we are seeing, what we are hearing, and what we are smelling. Same like this, the brain tells us what flavors we are tasting. The taste buds on different parts of the tongue tell if the food is sweet, salty, sour, or bitter. Just like I told you before, these are the different parts. It's very simple to understand. It's our original tongue. When you see in the mirror, you find your tongue like this. And these are the different parts to taste the different flavors. Now, questions from the exercise related to tongue or the taste. How do the taste buds help us enjoy foods? Our taste buds help us enjoying the food by telling us which flavor we are eating. Question number 10. What are different kinds of taste? As you studied in the previous page, the different kinds of taste are sweet, salty, sour, and bitter. These are the different kinds of taste which you eat in your daily life. Okay, after these two organs, we have the last organ. This is skin, the organ of touch. While our other four senses, sight, hearing, smell, and taste, are located in different parts of the body. As you know, look in this picture. Your eyes are here. Here is your eyes in front of your face, then your nose, your tongue inside, and your ears. They have a specific place, but our sense of touch means skin is found all over because the whole body is covered with skin. This is your whole body, and your skin covered your whole body from head to toe. All body is covered with the skin. You can see your skin is like this. If you hold, you can hold between your fingers like this. This is your skin, and your whole body is covered with the skin. And skin is the organ of touch. It means the organ of feel. You can feel all over your body any type of touch. Let's move and see how we feel things by touch. Our skin is made of several layers. As you see in this picture, our skin is like this. Inside of body, you can say the upper part is this, what you can see, and inside of it, our skin has many layers. These layers have thousands of tiny blood vessels. All of you know that whenever you have a cut on your skin, blood starts coming out. So these are the blood vessels inside the skin, thousands of blood vessels. And nerves. What are nerves? They are called receptors. Why these nerves are here? To send the information to the brain. We call these nerves receptors. These give us information. Who? Receptors. The nerves. What we call them? Receptors. About the things which our body comes in contact with. Understand? If you touch something, then these receptors send the message to the brain. Is what we are touching hot, cold, soft, hard, or prickly? The receptors send a message to the brain. That is where the feeling is recorded. Brain is the center of all activities. So here also the skin, there are many blood vessels, and the nerves, they are called receptors. They send the message to our brain. You can understand from this picture. Look here. These are the layers of our skin. These are receptors. Look. There are different types of receptors for different types of touch. This receptor is for heat and cold. This is for touch means something is soft or hard. Here is the receptor for pain. If you are feeling pain, these are the different types of receptors, and this is receptor for feeling pressure. These are the layers, and these are the blood vessels, and these are the receptors which take the message to the brain. Now come to this picture. Here you can understand that, look, if the hand is touching the hot thing, the fire, from here, the message sent to the brain. This is from the brain. Then what happened when you touch something hot? You quickly take away your hand back because your brain tells you what to do now. These are the layers. These are the receptors, and this is the process how your skin send the message to your brain. I hope you all understood about these three organs. Nose, tongue, and skin. They are very easy to understand. Now move to the question answers of the exercise. There is the question about the skin. Is the top layer of the skin dead or alive? It's a surprise for you that the top layer of the skin is dead, the outermost layer, having no sensation at all. Then the second layer is alive then, which tells you about the different things you are touching. Question number 13. What are receptors? What job do they do? Receptors are nerves in our skin. As you studied in the previous, I told you, they are receptors. The receptors are nerves in our skin. They tell us if we are touching something hot, cold, soft, hard, or prickly. They are performing very important job. These all questions which we studied in this lecture, you write one by one in your notebook. Okay then, take care.